This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Joe Gallagher. Joe, Natasha Jonas, big moment for a Saturday night. And for many people have been saying she's a world champion without the belt, especially with all the fights she's had. How big a moment is this for her this Saturday?
Yeah, it's a huge moment, but I wouldn't agree with the comment she's a world champion without a belt. There's lots of fighters over the years that people say they should have been a world champion. There's a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Natasha Jonas has got an opportunity Saturday night to go out there and fight for a world title, and she isn't doing it the easy way again neither. She's moving up 3 or 4 weight divisions, fighting a former world champion, a good former world champion who's mixed in good quality, fought Cecilia Brackhouse, and as you've seen up there, the girl is very confident in becoming a 2-weight world champion. She's been in the gym training, and this is a huge opportunity for Natasha. A year ago we were here getting ready to fight Katie Taylor behind closed doors. A year forward in over 20,000, so fair play to Ben Shalom and everyone at Boxer and Adam Smith and everyone at Sky for getting behind Natasha when other people would have kicked her to the curb and given her this opportunity to be chief support on the Kell and Brook show.
Absolutely. What does it say about Natasha, who's literally willing to go to whatever means necessary to get this belt? I mean, we've seen her. Everyone keeps talking about the Terry Harper fight. It's been and gone now, but she could have got the decision in that very close fight with Katie Taylor. People argued from that, but then she's saying, "Look, just get me a belt. I'll come down, go up, stay the same." What talks to me about the character of Natasha Jonas? It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Natasha has always said to me, anyone from 130 or to 147 can get it. And we're like, right, okay then. Yeah, no, it is. But we didn't say 154. Where did that one come from, Tash? Do you know what I mean? So, listen, bless her. But that's her desire. She's getting on, and she might give me a clip for that. But she knows she's in the twilight moments of her career, and she'll do anything. She'll fight anybody. It was just all them Bates and them divisions were all took up. They're all in tournaments. There's all fights arranged. So an opportunity presented herself, and she's got to go through it. And she's fighting a former world champion for it.
She's doing it on Sky as well. Sky have produced so many good fights over the years, and this is an incredible card. One that's obviously people have been talking about Kell and Brook, but this really is brilliant what Ben's put together, and he's got her this opportunity. How pleased have you been with this Boxer setup on Sky Sports, and obviously giving Natasha that opportunity?
Yeah, well, it's not for me to say, but I think Sky themselves and Boxer must be really happy the New Year's kicked in. They had great viewing figures the other week for Eubank and Williams, and from you're in and around it here, tickets sold out. I think the pay-per-view has got to do. There's people buying this that wouldn't usually, but because they don't want to miss it. It's one of them type of fights, like an old, I think Hey Bellew was the last one where you think, I'm not going to miss that fight, and this is one of them fights. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and it's a good fight, and hopefully we can get changed, get out and be able to sit ringside and watch it in time.
Absolutely. Just moving on to the main event just a little bit swiftly. Everyone I speak to, one day will tell me one answer, one day will tell me another. They can't decide quite what they think is going to happen. From a trainer's point of view, do you look at that fight and look at all the variables like the weight, the 149, can Kell make the weight? Do you see this as an advantage for Amir?
I think both fighters have been around the block long enough. They're all experienced enough. They know what they need to do to make weight. Amir's been in what I would say the bigger fights, the bigger profile fights, in America and here. He has that big fight experience, and he's beat better class of opponents than Kell. That might be the deciding factor on Saturday night when it needs a cool head in a hot room.
So do you think Amir will just get the edge towards him?
I am, but then when someone mentions but Kell lands, oh my God, like, do you know what I mean? So
that's what makes it good, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, exactly. So, but listen, Amir's hand speed, and he's really got his weight down. Not a problem with his weight, and I just think I'm not going to sit on the fence, and it's not because we've known him for years, but I just think big fight experience. He's been there and he's done it many times before.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the heavyweight scene now. I think Dillian Whyte's got 3-4 days to sign this contract with Tyson Fury. Hopefully he gets it done, so I can't wait to see this fight. What do you make of that fight? Tyson's been in with obviously the hardest puncher in heavyweight history, in Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte has not had it easy, and he's took on challenge after challenge, came back from his knockout defeat to Povetkin. How big a chance in that? Obviously Dillian goes in the underdog. How big a chance do you give Dillian in that fight with Tyson?
Listen, he's a huge underdog, and you've got to look from where he's come from cage and kickboxing, and gone professional. He went in very raw against Anthony Joshua. He's come on, he's improved. He did great work with Mark Tibbs and got him to the position where they are to now. Obviously had the setback with Povetkin. Now this is his huge opportunity. You've moaned and cried about it, 1,000 days, 10,000 days, but here's your opportunity now. And if it's going to be in April, if it's going to be at Wembley, back yourself, don't be moaning about splits and everything else. The golden rule is here as the gold makes the rules, and if you want to back yourself, go in there, beat Tyson Fury, then you can start calling the shots. And Tyson Fury obviously has done it before against Klitschko, then being it against Wilder. I just think his boxing IQ, everything else is just a bit too much for Deontay Wilder. You know, and I know people are thinking Deontay needs to land a big shot.
Yeah.
He ain't got to box Tyson Fury, is he?
Yeah. What do you think there's a heavyweight around today that can beat Fury, or do you think Fury's just too good for the rest of them at the minute?
I'm not saying no one could beat Tyson Fury. I think someone who could most probably push him the close from a tactical point of view would be me, Alexander Usyk, because it would be more of a thinking fight, but still expect Tyson to win. Yeah. But then that's when complacency can kick in and anything can happen. We've seen it with Lennox Lewis, with Oliver McCall over years. Yeah. See Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas. Complacency is a big thing. And in the past, I think Tyson may have been a little bit guilty when he got dropped by Cunningham and people like that. And no shame getting dropped by Wilder. He got up and he won.
Yeah. It's almost like the harder the fight, the better he performs, I think, Tyson. He's got to get up for it. One thing I want to ask you, to end on a bit of a comical note, I saw this yesterday, early morning, Dominic Ingle drinking the sweat of Kell Brook. Now, I asked Dave Colwell about this, and his response was brilliant. Not something you've ever considered in the gym, just wringing someone's t-shirt out, having a quick swig?
No, that's and I'm surprised at Dom, because I think, like as you say, he's in shape enough himself. Listen, I don't know what that was about. Listen, was for traction or for TV or anything, I'm not sure, but
going far, isn't it, for traction though?
Yeah, but like I say, we had Marquez drinking his own urine years ago as well. That had a reaction as well. So yeah, anyway, like I say, Dominic fancied a bit of Special K and he got it.
Belting. Right, Joe Gallagher, thanks for talking to Into Boxing. It's been a pleasure. Good luck for Saturday.
Cheers, thank you very much. Cheers.